Good morning, beloveds. Today is the third day in a row that that Houston has woken up with the outside temperatures below the level of freezing. It was 31 today, which is progress because yesterday it was 10. Well, depending on where you are in the city of Houston, because the city of Houston is bigger than the state of Rhode Island. And if you've been watching the weather at all, I am going to ask you to continue treatments and prayers for people. It seems like the power plants are slowly coming back online, but there's been issues with water and power, and a whole lot of places are on boil water notices. So if you haven't done so already, check your area. But I have a responsibility, so I am going to take care of that. I just wanted to speak to that first. It's like, please treat for your brothers and sisters. All right. It is February 17th, and it's a short one. It's a very short one. Okay, so it is February 17th, and our title is Love is the Essence of My Being. Our Bible quote is, "Let us love not in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth." And that is from 1 John 3:18. Since God is love and God is all, in all, love must be the underlying principle of life, and therefore in all. This life is my life. This love is me. It is the very essence of my being. Love heals everything, every imperfection of mind or body or environment. Love alone may overcome hatred, anger, envy, and criticism. Where love is, there's no room for any negative emotion. Love is the great adjuster. I know that love is harmony and peace and joy. In it is all good, all that is true, all that is beautiful. It is perfect balance, perfect poise. I empty my mind and heart of all but love. I let love express in me and through me. I let love flow out into my world of thought and action. I am love. The love in me shines forth as harmony, peace, joy, freedom, and wisdom. Love binds me to the whole of creation. I find fulfillment through loving. And the first thing I thought of was there is a band. I don't think that they're together anymore, called Extreme. And they had a song called More Than Words. And that's exactly what the song was about, is the Bible quote. It's, if I took those words away from you, if you couldn't say I love you, then how would you show me that you loved me? And that's what I heard. So love is the essence of my being. Love is the essence of our being. Psychology tells us that. Basic psychology tells us that. When children are raised in homes without a lot of loving touch versus children that are raised in homes with loving touch, their coping skills are different. And when even if the rest of the conditions are hard, loving touch makes a difference. And I'm not talking, I notice how I said loving touch. There's a difference in there are different kinds of touching. So that love makes a difference. And it, as he said, it's the great adjuster, because love can make the difference no matter what the other conditions are. There's probably a caveat to that. I'm aware of that. So I'm just not going to go into it right now. Let us love not in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. So the things that we do, if you're familiar with the 5 love languages, there are people who need to hear it. Absolutely, definitely need to hear it. But there are other people whose love language is service. And that's kind of what speaks to John 3:18. It's like, I might tell you that I love you, but I'm also going to show up. Since God is love and God is all in all, love must be the underlying principle of life and therefore in all. Basically, there is no being that is not capable of love. And sometimes we meet people and we go, well, and we just have to know that they are. And we are allowed to know it from a distance. We don't have to put ourselves, but we just have to recognize it. This life is my life. So, and that, when he does that, it's like this, capital L, life, is my life, lowercase l. This love is me. It is the very essence of my being. Say that to yourself every morning when you get up. Love is the very essence of my being. Love is the very essence of your being. Love heals everything. Every imperfection of the mind or body or environment. And that's a twofold statement there. Love heals. Because love can. Love can heal the mind, love can heal the body, love can heal the environment. But it can also make the minor imperfections not matter. Because when you love somebody, they become beautiful to you, even if nothing changes. And so that's our goal is, and that's maybe because when we love, we let go of judgment. It's an idea worth considering. When we love, we let go of judgment. So then what we would consider a minor imperfection no longer matters. But love, with a capital L, absolutely does heal the mind, the body, and the environment. And it's because when we love, we will take action. And when we love ourselves, that's one of the greatest ways we can heal our own mind, is to love ourselves. And then we heal our mind of all of the rules and judgments that society and religion and culture and all of that can put upon us. So it's like, recognize that you are the divine. It's the divine within you. That is what's looking out your eyes, the divine. Love yourself and let those, and I'm going to use air quotes here, imperfections go, because they're not really imperfections. They're just what society or religion or culture, somebody has told you. All right, come on. The cats are playing floor is lava. They do not want to be on the floor. I get it. That's probably where most of the drafts are. She was like, I don't know if I should come up. Love alone may overcome hatred, anger, envy, and criticism. I don't need that. Basic psychology tells us that. Where love is, there is no room for any negative emotion. I'm going to have to contemplate that. But I also note that when he says that where love is, he uses the capital L. So where spirit is, where love is, where God is, there's no room for any negative emotion. Love is the great adjuster, and I've spoken to that. Because when we love somebody, we want them to do well. We want them to be happy. We want them to be at peace. We want them to be harmony. Love is the great adjuster, because then we will take steps to support that. It's not our job to fix people, but when we can support people in a healing journey, then we absolutely should. And love will help us do that. So love is the great adjuster from multiple levels. And I'm going to shock myself on this cat in a minute. I know that love is harmony and peace and joy. Love is all the qualities of God. In it is all good, all that is true, all that is beautiful. It is perfect balance, perfect poise. I empty my mind and heart of all but love. Again, capital L. So we are focusing on the divine love. And in the divine love, absolutely everybody and everything is included. Hence the capital L. I let love express in me and through me. And that is a choice. That is a choice we can make, to let the divine love express through us. And when we make that choice to let the divine love express through us, it will come out in interesting and amazing ways. And it's going to look different for everybody. And that's the really cool thing. Each person is going to express that divine love in amazing ways. It's not all going to look the same. That's why we are divine distributing centers. I let love flow out into my world of thought and action. I am love. Now there's your mantra for the day. I am love. Capital L. The love in me shines forth as harmony, peace, joy, freedom, and wisdom. Love binds me to the whole of creation. And divine love does. Divine love binds us to everything around us because we want it all to work. I find fulfillment through loving. All right. Our mission for the day, our mission for today, should we choose to accept it, is to let that divine love express in and through us in all of those amazing ways. Think of all of the qualities of God that you can think of. He lists a bunch of them in here. Harmony, peace, joy, freedom, wisdom, creativity, balance, poise, and just love and unity and all of that. And so how is it going to express in you? And the amazing thing is the way it expresses in you today might be different than it did yesterday, and will probably be different than the way it does tomorrow. So let that love express through you. Let that capital L of love express through you. And then, as always, do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. And because I know that we are not the only ones going through this here in Texas, be safe, stay warm, and check on the people that you care about. I spent yesterday doing two things. One, I was at the CSL convention, because it's virtual, and thank God it's virtual, because and I have the time to watch it, and texting people, checking on people. And I know right now, with power being what it is, I have to be patient and not worry when people don't text me back immediately, which has been an exercise that I wasn't expecting, an exercise in patience. I like to say patience is a virtue, and I get to practice it a lot because it's not what I'm particularly good at. But what I have done through this is rest. And I'm hoping that other people have gotten the opportunity to rest as well. So stay hydrated. There's definitely no opening our windows today. But I would encourage you to open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you that you live in heaven now, even if it's a little cold. And we'll get through this. The one thing that whenever these things happen that I like to put in my treatments is what I like to call resource allocation. Because there are people out there with needs, and I'm knowing right now that the resources that they need are scrambling together, they're coming together and moving out to meet those needs. Need is not a dirty word. It's not. Because I want to see the truth behind the need, but I also want to see that the resources are coming to meet the need. And that's who I am. So, I also used to tell you to do something to engage your mind and your body, but I haven't been. So that kind of dropped out. I'll get that back in. I have been unwilling to get out and run because it has been so icy, and I'm just coming off of a knee injury, and I'm not willing to do it again. So stay safe, stay warm, drink plenty of fluids, and know it's coming. The resources are coming, the people are coming, and most importantly, the love is coming. All right, beloveds, do what you need to take care of yourself and stay warm. And know that you're loved.